Hello and welcome. You ever wonder how your favorite website doesn't just completely fall apart during a huge Black Friday sale? Well, today we're diving into the secret tech that makes it all possible. We're talking about the powerful world of multi-cloud load balancing.
Seriously, picture it. 1 million people, all trying to hit the buy button for the same concert tickets at the exact same second. How does that website not just, vaporize? How does it handle that crushing, instantaneous flood of traffic from all over the world?
And that right there, that's the real trick, isn't it? Handling that tidal wave of users without a single glitch. The answer lies with a true unsung hero of the internet, a piece of tech working tirelessly behind the scenes. And today, we're going to put it right in the spotlight.
So let's pull back the curtain and meet this digital superhero. It's called a load balancer. And while the name is pretty straightforward, the way it actually works is, well, it's pretty fascinating.
The best way to think about it is like the world's greatest maitre d' at a restaurant that's impossibly busy. It greets every single visitor at the door, instantly knows which tables, or in our case, servers, are free, and directs each person to the best available spot. The result? Everybody gets served fast, and no single waiter gets totally buried in orders.
So its whole job, its entire reason for being, is to prevent these digital meltdowns and to keep things online no matter what. But to do that job right, an architect has to make some really important decisions about what kind of load balancer to use. And that brings us to our very first choice.
So, the first big choice you have to make is this. How deeply does our load balancer need to inspect the traffic it's directing? Now, in the world of networking, we talk about layers. You can just think of them as different levels of information in a package, from the address on the outside of the box to the actual item inside. This decision really comes down to two of those key layers.
And this analogy just nails it. A layer 4 load balancer, that's your postman. It only looks at the basic delivery address on the envelope, the IP address and port, and sends the packet on its way. No questions asked. Super fast. But a layer 7 load balancer, well, that's the butler. It actually opens the message. It reads the content of the request. And because of that, it can make much smarter decisions. It can send all the video requests over to special media servers, while sending all the shopping cart updates to the servers that handle transactions.
Okay, so we figured out how deep to look inside the traffic. Now the next question is, how wide is our view? Are we dealing with a local hero that serves just one area, or a global guardian that watches over the whole planet? A regional load balancer, yeah, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's an expert for a specific local user base. So if all your customers are in Europe, this is perfect. It keeps everything close by for the fastest possible connection, and it can also help you follow those really important rules about where your data is allowed to live.
But what if your audience is, well, everywhere? Then you need a global load balancer. This thing acts like a master air traffic controller for the entire world. It can intelligently send a user in Tokyo to your data center in Asia, while sending the user from London to your data center in Europe, always finding the absolute closest and best performing spot for every single person.
Okay, so we've got these concepts down, right? Regional versus global, layer 4 versus layer 7. Now let's see how the big players in the cloud game, we're talking AWS, Azure, and GCP, actually package these things up for us to use. And here is where you really got to pay attention, because they all get a little bit creative with their names. They all offer these same fundamental tools, but each one puts their own marketing spin on it. It's the same job, just with a different, fancy title on the business card.
Just look at this table. It lays it all out. And pay very close attention to that bottom row, the one for global load balancing. The exact same capability is called Global Accelerator by AWS, Front Door by Azure, and then more plainly, Cloud Load Balancing by GCP. This is exactly why it's so critical to know the concept you're looking for, not just the brand name.
All right, enough theory. Let's make this real. Your turn. You're in the driver's seat now. You're the architect, and you've just been handed a new project.
Okay, here's the mission. You need to launch a brand new global web application. It's going to have user profiles, it's going to have shopping carts, the whole deal. The goal is simple: a perfectly seamless, blazing fast experience for every single user, no matter where they are in the world. Let's do this.
First things first, you have to ask yourself the most fundamental question of all. Where are my users? The answer to this is going to shape your entire architecture. Are they all in one place, or are they literally everywhere?
Yeah, for a global application, this one's easy. It's a total no-brainer. You absolutely need a global load balancer. End of story. And just like that, we've already narrowed our options down to that bottom row of our table. See?
one decision down.
All right, one down, one to go. Now for the second big question. How smart does our routing need to be? Let's go back to our analogy. Are we the simple postman just dropping off mail? Or are we the butler who actually needs to understand what's in the invitation?
Well, think about it. User profiles, shopping carts, this isn't just simple web page traffic. We need to be able to tell the difference between someone logging in and someone adding an item to their cart. And to do that, our load balancer has to look inside the request. We need Layer 7 intelligence. We need our butler.
And boom, just like that, by asking two simple questions, where are my users and what's in their traffic, we've pinpointed the exact right tool for the job in each of the major clouds. You now know precisely which service to start digging into for your global app. Not bad for just a couple of minutes, right?
And really, that's what this all comes down to. This quote perfectly captures the real magic of load balancing. It's all about taking this huge, complex, messy system of servers scattered all over the globe and making it feel like a single, simple, flawless experience for the person using it. It's about creating order out of pure chaos.
So that kind of leaves us with a big idea to chew on. As our digital world becomes this massive web of interconnected services from all these different clouds, maybe the next great challenge isn't about building bigger, more powerful systems, but about building smarter bridges between them. What do you think the future of connection is going to look like?